Hello and welcome to Woodbridge, the best town around. My name is John McCormick. I'm the mayor of this great town, and we're here today for the always pleasant task of welcoming another new business to Woodbridge Township. In this case, we are in Hope Lawn on New Brunswick Avenue, where back in October we had a groundbreaking for a 104,000 square foot warehouse distribution center, owned at the time by Woodmont Partners, and they have now finished this wonderful facility, and it's being leased to Bentley Labs. We have a great story to tell about this all, how this all worked. In 10 months, this facility was built, all basically during COVID, so a lot of people worked very hard to get this done. I'm going to start by introducing Steve Santolo, who is the Executive Vice President and General Counsel of Woodmont Industrial Properties. I can't work like this. And he's also a colleague, a former colleague in public service. He was a councilman in Livingston for many, many years. In their former government, they kind of take turns being mayor. So for 3 years, he was the mayor. Not a real mayor because he didn't get elected as mayor. I don't consider that exactly a real mayor, but it's close enough. But he's a wonderful guy, and he's been great to work with. So let me ask Steve Santolo to say a few words.
So the mayor's right, I was never elected mayor, but after 12 years I was smart enough to get out. And I don't think Mayor McCormick, you can say that. He's just staying in and hanging in. And a couple of quick points. So for those of you that don't know, rather than a groundbreaking, what we did was a steel raising, and it was when we lifted the last steel beam holding up the building. So if you look at the top of that beam right there, the signatures are around the sides of everybody who came to the party that day. So kind of a little different wrinkle than, four guys or ladies with the construction hats on putting a shovel in the ground, which we thought had been done enough. So we tried something different. It was really a fun day. And, as the mayor mentioned, we got the building up during COVID in really record time. And boy, were we lucky with our tenant. I told the mayor that day in October, we are going to bring you not just a Class A building, but a Class A tenant. And I think with Bentley, we've really delivered on that. I'm going to let Greg talk a little bit about them. But you talk about top-of-the-line company, top-of-the-line jobs that they're creating and that they're facilitating in Woodbridge and in Middlesex County. So that's what it's about, right? We're supposed to be delivering, taking old, dilapidated, outdated sites, putting up something new and vibrant, creating a great tax rateable for the town, and bringing jobs to the people in the community. I mean, that's 101, right? So whenever you can do that, we're always thrilled. I also wanted to mention, because the mayor is really one of the best around. We were on a town, and I won't mention the town, but we were on a planning board meeting Zoom call the other night, and my guys were texting me, "This isn't Woodbridge. Why isn't it more like Woodbridge?" So that's really the ultimate compliment. I'm going to take some screenshots. But I also wanted to take a moment to thank Carolyn and Marta and Heather, the councilman, because this is a town that gets it. They're coordinated. They're on the same page. Nobody's pulling in the wrong direction. And working with them really, honestly, is like working with no other town. And we do work up and down the eastern seaboard from northern Pennsylvania all the way to Florida. And so I give the mayor and his team credit for figuring it out and understanding how it works. I also wanted to welcome and say thank you to our partners at EverWest. Is Francisco here, Ant? I don't think Francisco made it. But we own a number of projects with them throughout New Jersey. They are wonderful partners, and we're thrilled, and they're thrilled, frankly, to be part of the Woodbridge community now. So thanks to everybody for coming. Mayor, thank you for running a community with this amazing support so more of this can happen. And we're ready to go again in Woodbridge whenever we get the chance. Mayor?
Yep. And I do understand you're getting the chance very soon, very close to here, so we're very excited about that. I'd now like to introduce Greg Tortiano from Bentley, and I agree with what the mayor said. This is a company that we're thrilled to have in town. And it's just a reputable firm, it's a known firm, and it's going to be terrific for Woodbridge. And if you don't mind, when you talk about this, if you could let us know on TV how people can go about applying for these great jobs that are coming. So now, Greg Tortiano, who is the Vice President of Finance for Bentley Labs.
Hi, everybody. Hi, I'm Greg Tortiano. I'm the president of Bentley, but I might be the vice president of finance, too. It's okay.
Don't worry, he's demoting all of us.
I read it wrong. I'm sorry.
It's a pleasure to meet all of you guys, and really happy to be part of this community now. Bentley Labs is actually a company that has 3 facilities. So this is our first facility in Woodbridge, but as you mentioned, we're a part of the Middlesex County. So we have 2 other facilities that are in Edison. We're a company that actually produces high-end skincare products, high-end hair care products. So for cosmeceuticals, for SPF treatments, for acne treatments. So we're an innovation development company that does manufacturing as well. And we work with over 120 different brands in the United States. So products that you buy in Sephora and Ulta and Target or online or through Amazon, many of those products are actually developed by our R&D team and produced in our manufacturing facilities. This 3rd facility now becomes the cornerstone of handling all of our ingredients that you see on the back of your labels, and we'll be able to put those kits together and grow our business. Over the last 2 years, we've grown 25% each year. When I started with the company 7 years ago, we had 150 employees. We will finish this year with 450. So we are a big job company. We look to fill the positions locally, and they can be technical as well as our hourly workers. We want to make sure that this community thrives with Bentley being part of it. So thanks very much for having us here. It's a pleasure to be the new tenant, and certainly we're working with Class A government and Class A landholders. So thank you very much. One last thing. And I just want to thank all of our employees. So those of you, if you have the opportunity to stay around, enjoy some refreshments and a small lunch with us. This management team is the reason why Bentley is so successful. So please take time to meet them. They're a great team, and I'm really proud to have them. Thank you.
I'd also like to recognize Anthony Amadeo, who is the Vice President from Woodmont. So thank you for being here. We also have our Planning Director, Martaleski, to the far left. And we have Heather Lamata, who is the Deputy Director of Redevelopment, both here that have worked on this project directly, but none more than Karen Erlich, who runs our redevelopment agency and has since we got here in November of 2006. I don't know how many projects she's finished, but we counted, and there's 46 projects right now on the docket that she oversees, and probably several dozen that have been finished in the last 14 years. So there's a whole lot going on. It's a very important position, so we put our best person in it, and she's been doing just an amazing job. We have $18 million right now in revenue from all these pilot agreements, and soon that'll double probably in 4 years with everything we have happening. So I'd like to call up our Director of Redevelopment, Carolyn Erlich, to say a few words.
Thank you, Mayor. It's really, really a special job to be able to work with all of these fine developers and be a part of transforming our town. This Hope Lawn, this property was on our list of the ugliest ones around. It really needed to be cleaned up, and thanks to Woodmont, it is an asset for the town. We call ourselves the best town around. I would like to say that Woodmont is one of the best developers around. It has been a pleasure to work with them. It's so easy, which is easy developers like them is why we can have 45 other projects, because it's not a lot of work. You just do it all right, and it's all good. So I want to welcome you. I definitely want to welcome Bentley. I'm a woman. I got shells of stuff. So,
thank you for your business.
Yeah. So welcome, and we look forward to working with you.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
There are so many lines I could use right now for Carol and her various products, but she's my best friend, and I'm going to go easy on her and just take a pass and not pick on her for her shelves and shelves of products. Never mind. I'd like to now present the proclamations. If we could take a couple pictures right in front of here. Let's start with Woodmont.